Okay, so 10 quick tips on what to do when hiring a DUI lawyer. So, number one, be honest with yourself about your circumstances. You should know whether or not this should be a good case for you or a bad case. Obviously, if it's a bad car accident, you blew 3 times the legal limit. Just be honest with yourself about the circumstances. Number two, do not try to represent yourself. I've seen hundreds of people go into court and represent themselves. DUIs are very tricky, the laws are very intricate, and you could be facing jail time, so you want to make sure you hire a good DUI lawyer. Number three, think twice about public defenders. Public defenders are good lawyers. They know what they're talking about. They're very experienced. But for a DUI with a public defender, they cannot help you fight to get your license back. And as we all know, having your license in this day and age is very important. Number four, start forming a list of potential candidates. You don't want to have a list of 10 to 20 different attorneys. Try to narrow it down, 3 or 4 attorneys. Form that list. Talk about the good stuff in your list, the prices, and etc. Number five, take advantage of free consultations. Most DUI lawyers will offer at least a free initial consultation, usually between 30 minutes to an hour. They'll give you advice about the case, what their expectations are with the case, and how they can help you, and give you an overall game plan. Take advantage of that, as it can largely help you and help ease your nerves. Number six, tell the truth. When you're in that consultation, don't go in there telling them lies, because then their advice to you will be based off of a lie, which would not only waste your time and the attorney's time, but then you're not going to have a clue what to actually expect if you're not telling the truth the entire time. Remember, when you're talking to an attorney, that anything you say is confidential and cannot be used against you later on. Number seven, be prepared to ask your own questions and write down answers. I get this all the time. People will be asking me questions, and what oftentimes happens is you get nervous or the attorney starts talking and you forget things. So write all your questions down beforehand. Most attorneys will be able to answer all those questions. I like to give people my direct line. That way you can speak to me directly. And if you have questions later on, you can always shoot me a text message. Number eight, consider the firm size. You don't want a firm that's too big nor too small. You certainly don't want a firm where there's 10 attorneys and you don't know which attorney you're getting, who you're talking to, and which attorney is working with you. Nor do you want a firm where there's a solo person who just started, maybe doesn't have enough experience yet. I would look for someone that's usually 1, 2, maybe 3 people, know who the attorney is, and ask, am I going to be working directly with this attorney, or are you guys going to have me rotating with different attorneys? Number 9, narrow down the list based on comfort and confidence. So you have your list that you formed, you found a few attorneys, narrow it down, figure out, does this price work for me? Am I confident in their strategy? Do they know the area? Are they familiar with the courthouse? Take these all into consideration before making your decision. And then number 10, make your decision when you have time to think about it. You don't need to jump to making a decision right away. Think about it, go through, look at reviews, look at where the attorney's from, what their background is. Are they mainly specializing or focusing on DUIs? Are they practicing other areas? Those are all things to take into consideration. Although you do want to jump ahead of a DUI case, you still have some time. So take your time to think about it, go through your list, look at everything, and make the